Well, hello there. This is Shane with Shane's Reviews, and I hope you are having a great day today. We're going to be talking about The Order, which was wrote by Jeremy Robinson and was narrated by R.C. Bray. Let me set this over here, out of the way. Hopefully it will stay quiet, unlike last time. Sorry, Scraps, for that. Anyway, long of it all is... First, let's talk about the production, since we've had some issue with production quality from some places over the last month or two, and I've got to say it was really good. R.C. Bray, whenever it comes to the way that he narrates, I absolutely love his voices. And speaking of voice, it is that time of year where the tree pollen is high, and my sinuses decide that they try to kill me every year. But anyway, so R.C. Bray did a great job of narrating this, and I just kind of picked it up on a whim. I didn't read anything about it, which sometimes really bites me in the rear end. And at first, whenever it opens up, it's talking about racial type things, and it's not what you would think it is, though. I actually like the way and the direction that it goes in, because at first I thought it was going to be, with the opening, about strictly just Nazis and racial inequality and particular racial groups being exterminated or hunted down. And that is part of the backstory for the main character. But it's not something that is all the way through the book. It's not something that is, completely there. It's actually part of a tragic backstory. And I'm glad that that was put in there, because it makes this character more realistic. And also, on the same token, it's one of those things where I don't have a voice in this whatsoever, but it's a thing where I appreciate what the author has done, because wrongs are righted. And that's the main point of the book, is they're trying to fix timelines, kind of. And it gets a little bit confusing at some points, but it's not anything other than my sinuses are really messing with me. So let's think about the main part of the story. There is apparently a group of aliens that have kind of infants. I don't know the best way, because they haven't really done anything except for make themselves known. But there's great technological advances that some people have made, and the main protagonist really isn't from the era, even the universe, that you would think. And that's the thing that makes it, I think, the most interesting, is he's got the tragic backstory of a lost love. He's got a tragic backstory of his entire race in this alternate area was hunted almost to extinction, which is horrible. But things are trying to get to equilibrium, right? So these aliens have showed up in a way. Not going to give that away, but there's two different types. One is blue, one is red, and the blue ones kind of want to have peace with everybody, love, let live, that kind of a thing. So kind of a Beatles pre-John Lennon hooking up with Yoko Ono. There we go. So everything was lovey-dovey, peasy, that kind of a thing. But they have these incredible abilities whenever they link up with a human. And what happens is the human gets all kinds of benefits. Well, the same thing with the red ones. With the exception of, instead of live and let live, the red ones want to take over their hosts completely and wage war and eradicate the threat that is in the multiverse and the universe. I kind of liked the way that I started to navigate through this book. The characters are incredibly relatable. Why did I make my way through this story? Because it seems like it's a lot of the same stuff that you would see from other places. The book's got heart. If I'm honest and open about it, the book has got a lot of heart. There was an emotional thing that I got from it, and that was pretty cool to see, because different books have different things that you can take away from them. And for me, it was seeing how this ragtag group of people eventually get past their own inner quarrels and inner problems, and then accept each other and then try to work towards the betterment of everything. But on the same token, the way that each individual character actually grows because they let go of XYZ or they accept XYZ. Also, I don't want you to think that it is an incredibly serious book that is completely, just outlandish, because there is some campiness in there. Certainly there is, because there's people that have, I don't really want to give it away though, wrote, and there's also other things in this book that are absolutely just laugh out loud funny. So there's an emotional roller coaster up and down, and that's the trademark of a well-wrote story, in my opinion, is if the author can get a emotional response from me, be it a high or a low or somewhere in between, or if they can express comedic value versus, things that tug on the heartstring value, it's kind of interesting to see. And this guy, this Jeremy, they did it in this book. The main reason why I got it without really reading any reviews or knowing anything about it was I saw that R.C. Bray had narrated it. And like I said, I do enjoy R.C. Bray's narrations. So it's just one of those things, I just kind of took a gamble, got it, and I was not disappointed. So would I recommend this book to you? I certainly would. I don't know if it is a series or anything like that, but as a standalone book, if it is part of a series and it's like in the middle or something like that, I had no problem identifying the characters, identifying with the characters, finding relatable things that they would be going through that I might have had similar experiences or dissimilar experiences that would allow me to see things from their standpoints. And also the story is even though, like I said, it's campy, there's parts of it that are just really serious, and there are parts of it that is really funny, but overall the story was welly. The story was really well wrote. Kudos. It was definitely worth the time, efforts, and energies. Question of the week. Let's say that you get one of these little blue aliens or the red alien. It makes me think of the Matrix, and I'm like, do you want to take the blue pill or do you want to take the red pill? Indeed. Which one would you choose? The peace-loving ones that give you the same kind of boost, but you kind of have to give yourself up because you go from being a person with this other entity inside of your head to becoming the same entity together. It's not so much that you go away or it goes away, you both merge. So you aren't the same for sure whenever this gets done. But the benefit is, you don't necessarily get superpowers, but you certainly become superhuman. A whole lot stronger, a whole lot more perception, a whole lot more this, that, and the other. And I think that most of you guys and gals that watch the channel and have been here long enough, I know which way that you guys would go on that. But if you want to leave a comment, feel free. I would welcome it. I would like to see what some of you think about that. It would be kind of cool. Anyway, if you do that, you do it down there in the place that YouTube has started to hide the comments and all that. But if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. You are a hero, my personal hero, for making it this far. So if you would, tap on that little subscribe button just a little bit, enough to wake it up, right? Awesome. I don't know which one of these videos that are coming in that you would pick, but if you happen to pick this one, I will see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Peace.